Today, 18 July 2026, 10 p.m. Indonesia, Mother's house. Alright, the title is 48 hours. By hour 39 of 48 hour hackathon, Zara's team had built something they were genuinely proud of. An app called EasyCard, designed to help elderly user order grocery using simple voice command instead of complicated menu and tiny buttons. We just need to finish the voice recognition module and we are done, Zara said. Eyes fixed on her laptop screen, running almost entirely on vending machine coffee at this point. Diego, how's the prototype looking on your end? Almost there, Diego said, typing rapidly. Just need to merge my chance with Waze backend code, and we can start testing the full deployment. That's when everything went wrong. Diego hit merge, and instead of combining their work smoothly, the screen filled with error message dozens of them, cascading faster than anyone could read. Waze carefully built backend, the entire foundation the app depended on, had somehow been overwritten by an older, broken version of the code. What happened? Halima asked, already leaning over Diego's shoulder, her voice tight with rising panic. I don't know, Diego said, hand shaking slightly as he scrolled through the wreckage. I think I merged the wrong branch. This is bad. This is really bad. Zara felt a stomach drop. 10 hours until demo day. 10 hours until they were supposed to present a finished working app to a room full of judges, mentor, and potential employer, and their entire back end had just malfunctioned into nothing. Okay, Zara said, forcing her voice steady despite the frantic energy filling the room. Panicking was time we don't have. Does anyone have a backup? Why was already digging through his laptop folder, muttering under his breath, I have a test version from 6 hours ago. It's not everything we built today, but it's something. Better than nothing. Then, we really did the last 6 hours. Most exhausting stretch of the entire hackathon. Diego rewrote the voice recognition from memory, occasionally shouting single words across the room whenever he needed someone to confirm a function name. Wei restored the backend piece by piece, testing each section carefully. This time, refusing to rush despite the ticking clock. Halima handled the interface. the interface between all three, collaborating wherever help was needed most, tracking their progress against the shrinking hour remaining. Around 40 hour exhaustion started winning. Halima's eyes kept closing mid-sentence. Diego had switched to talking to himself in a low, determined mumble that nobody bothered questioning anymore. Waist typing had slowed considerably, fingers stiff from hours of continuous work. We are not going to make it, Diego said quietly, staring at a stubborn error message that refused to resolve no matter what he tried. We are, Zahra said, more firmly than she actually felt. We did not come this far to give up, refuse to resolve no matter what. We did not come this far to give up 19 minutes before the deadline. Wait, what's causing the error? Wei studied the code silently for a long moment, then sat up slightly straighter. The database connection. It's pointing to the wrong server address. I can fix this. He fixed it with 11 minutes to spare. The app wasn't perfect. Certain features they the original planet never made it back into the rebuilt version. Zahan knew several judges would notice the missing police compared to teams who had not lost 6 hours to a broken merge. But when demo day arrived, EasyCard worked exactly as intended. A nervous volunteer playing the role of an elderly user spoke a simple grocery request into the microphone, and the app responded correctly, adding items to carry a large, clear button designed specifically for less tech-savvy hands. They did not win first place. A team building a campus parking app took that honor, complete with flawless graphics and zero technical disaster along the way. But when the judges announced runner-up innovative design, one specifically praised EasyCard's genuine focus on accessibility, noting how noting how rare it was to see a student teams building specifically for elderly users instead of chasing flashy feature. Afterward, a woman in a blazer approached their table, introducing herself as a recruiter from a small accessibility-focused tech startup. I watched your demo, she said, and I heard about your back-end crashing 6 hours before deadline. From another judge would notice you rebuilding leave during the break. That's not something you usually see. Recover that cleanly. I'd like to talk to all four of you about internship if you are interested. Zahra exchanged a stunned glance with her exhausted, triumphant teammates. Would love that, she said. Too tired to fully process the moment but grateful all the same. Walking back to their dorms afterward, half asleep on their feet, Diego finally broke the silence. I really am sorry about the merge mistake. That could have ended everything. It did not tough, Wei said simply. We just rebuilt it together. That's kind of the whole point of a team, isn't it? Zahra smiles, too tired for a long answer, but she silently agreed. Sometimes the version of the project that survived near disaster and exhausted, collaborative, rebuilding ends up more than the version that never faced any trouble at all. Thank you.